Good morning and welcome to AM Joy. A community that I support and that I deeply care about is hurting because of some despicable and truly offensive posts being attributed to me. Now, many of you have seen these blog posts circulating online and in social media. Many of them are homophobic, discriminatory, and outright weird and hateful. When a friend found them in December and sent them to me, I was stunned. Frankly, I couldn't imagine where they'd come from or whose voice that was.
All right, guys, so although I do not believe that Elon Musk is a conservative or a right-winger or a Republican, despite what the mainstream liberal media and Democrats are trying to say, he is getting the conservative / right-wing / Republican treatment, which is basically that anything that he says is automatically assumed to be disinformation or misinformation or hate or harmful in some way, and everything the Democrats say is true, even though Democrats do not have firsthand knowledge or data to back up the things that they're saying about Elon Musk, particularly when it comes to this issue of hate speech on Twitter. That doesn't stop them from presenting their own alternative facts, despite the guy who actually owns the company telling them that your facts are simply made up, right? Like, this is not true, okay? And one thing the Democrats have done ever since Elon Musk has taken over Twitter is pretend like it is the end of the world. Like there's some type of hate speech apocalypse happening on the app where people are being terrorized by so-called white supremacists that have been unleashed on them by Elon Musk. Which leads me to this tweet right here from Adam Schiff, who basically is going to regurgitate the talking points from the liberal media here, the fake statistics they made up on Elon Musk's Twitter. It says, slurs against black people have tripled. Slurs against women are up 33%. Slurs against Jewish people are up 61%. And slurs against gay men are up 58%. These numbers are abysmal and unacceptable. Today, Representative Mark Takano and I are demanding action, right? AKA, they're giving a strongly worded response, okay? They're giving a strongly worded response. Now, Elon Musk in his community notes here added some context to this tweet and says, this tweet refers to research by the Center for Countering Digital Hate, analyzing a number of tweets containing hate-related content. Twitter measures the impressions that harmful tweets receive, and Musk has stated impressions have declined since he took over. Elon Musk responded and said, false hate speech impressions are actually down 1/3 for Twitter now versus prior to acquisition at community notes. Yeah, so Elon Musk is fighting back hard against this narrative being pushed by the Democrats that hate speech is up on Twitter, right? That so-called minorities and non-straight people are being terrorized, and people that don't like their genitals are being terrorized by the white supremacists on Twitter, even though that's just not true. And Elon Musk is breaking his neck literally to try to push back against that because he's trying to save the ad dollars, right? The whole point of putting these numbers out here is to try to get advertisers to abandon Twitter. Okay, if you come out here and you say, well, hate speech is up on Twitter, right? All these so-called minorities are being picked on because of Elon Musk. That may motivate advertisers to say, you know what, I don't want my ads on that, right? So Elon Musk is pushing back against this obvious attempt from the Democrats and liberal media to defund Twitter. They just never quit. And one of the people that is the most salty about Elon Musk owning Twitter is Joy Reid, who, if you guys recall earlier this year, she got super triggered when Elon Musk referred to Elizabeth Warren, as Senator Karen. Joy Reid went on her show to claim that the use of the term Karen by Elon Musk, who's technically African-American, is black vernacular, right? It is a use of black vernacular. She basically accused him of culturally appropriating the word Karen. So Joy Reid's latest meltdown over Elon Musk is this idea that Twitter has become more hateful, a platform for hate. And I want you guys to check out her segment on this, because the irony here is just kind of stunning, considering the fact that Joy Reid not too long ago was in hot water for hate speech, right? That she was putting out there on the internet. Take a look.
Kind of bile off of Twitter as much as possible
was the company's Trust and Safety Council, which consisted of 100 independent civil, human rights, and other organizations created back in 2016 to combat hate speech, child exploitation, suicide, and other virulent problems related to the platform. Well, that was the case until last night, when Elon Musk disbanded the group shortly before they were set to meet. When Musk bought Twitter, he promised advertisers that it would not turn into a free-for-all hellscape where anything can be said with no consequences. Yeah, well, since he took over, that's exactly what it has turned into, which, while he claims to have cut the number of times that users view hate-filled tweets, the Center for Countering Digital Hate has found a notable boost in the number of tweets that use slurs. Now, as you can see on the screen, there are 4 words, none of which I can say on TV, even on cable, that have jumped in usage, one as much as 200%. Musk promised that hate speech would be max deboosted, except, according to the Center for Countering Digital Hate, that has not happened. High-profile, high-reach tweeters who just so happen to share conservative political perspectives have had wide leeway to promote hatred toward LGBTQ plus people. In fact, some of their tweets were viewed millions of times. This is the new old normal for Twitter, because the goal, apparently, is to get back to the days when Twitter was the Wild West of anti-Semitism, homophobia, transphobia, racism, and disinformation. This free flow of unbridled hate speech is now the premier location for radicalizing millions of people across the globe and either ritually abusing or chasing away those they disagree with, including the former head of Twitter's Trust and Safety, the moderation guy, who's now in hiding because Apartheid Clyde keeps attacking him on Twitter.
Yeah, so I don't get the whole apartheid thing, right? They keep bringing up Elon Musk. I guess growing up doing apartheid in South Africa is some type of, I don't know if that's some type of insult. I guess that's a dog whistle. Are you trying to say that he's automatically racist just because he grew up in South Africa doing apartheid? Again, I'm not sure exactly what she's getting at there. It's not like he could help the time period of the country he was born in. But she keeps bringing it up as if that's some type of insult. I don't know exactly what Joy Reid is getting at there. But regardless, as you can see there, she's upset that Elon Musk disbanded the Twitter Trust and Safety Board, right? And that Yoel Roth allegedly is on the run because this guy is into some very weird stuff. Not only that, he was basically the chief censor at Twitter, responsible for banning President Trump, or one of the people that were responsible for making that call. Yeah, a lot of people are not happy with that guy. Okay, he didn't do himself any favors by him being a overt Trump hater and then using that political bias on his job, which led to the censorship of the president of the United States. He should have thought through that, right? He should have thought through that. He should not let his political bias get in the way. So that being said, the irony here is the fact that Joy Reid wants to sit on her high horse and try to attack people as racist, homophobes, bigot. Oh my God, hate speech on the internet. Hate speech on the internet should be banned. Everybody that uses hate speech should be censored. Well, if we go by her standards in 2022 for what should be censored on the internet and what should not be censored, she should not have a job, right? At MSNBC, she shouldn't have a job, and she also shouldn't be allowed on the internet because Joy Reid allegedly is a flaming homophobe / transphobe by her own definition, okay? Because back in the day, around 2007, 2008 to be exact, Joy Reid had a homophobic blog, or what is described as a homophobic blog, in which she clearly did not like trans people or gay people, okay? Now, Joy Reid has apologized for this. We'll get in her apology later, but she's saying that she didn't actually write this. It was a hacker that wrote this, okay? Somebody hacked the Wayback Machine and changed what she wrote on her post. There's no evidence that actually happened, but we're going to get more into that. I just want to read the stuff that she said, right? A summary of the things that were in her blog post. The homophobic blog post in question, which came to light into December, speculated that Republican governor of Florida, Charlie Crist, was a closeted gay man and married a woman as a cover-up. The blog also included posts degrading lesbians, condemning gay sex, promoting offensive gay stereotypes, and how Reid couldn't watch Brokeback Mountain. Reid since has apologized for the Chris speculation, saying that she regretted, quote, the way I addressed the complex issue of the closet and speculation on a person's sexual orientation with a mocking tone and sarcasm. Yeah. So again, Joy Reid here has been a huge homophobe, right? Again, according to her own standards. I mean, these are some of the tweets that she put out back in 2010. She said, Biden fired up, pardon Miss Lindsay. Miss Lindsay refers to Lindsey Graham, basically saying that Lindsey Graham is gay. And Arizona, apartheid. And then says, Colbert advises Miss Lindsay, Milbank advises Charlie. I'm so tempted to crack on that Coulter dude right now. So basically saying that Ann Coulter is a dude. Saying that Ann Coulter is a dude. These are the things she was putting out here, right? She sounds homophobic, transphobic, right? But she's going to lecture us on hate speech. She should be banned from the internet, right? I'm just saying by her own standards. So with that being said, let's actually take a look at Joy Reid's apology / non-apology when she got caught, right, being a flaming homophobe.
In the months since, I've spent a lot of time trying to make sense of these posts. I hired cybersecurity experts to see if somebody had manipulated my words or my former blog. And the reality is they have not been able to prove it. But here's what I know. I genuinely do not believe I wrote those hateful things because they are completely alien to me. But I can definitely understand, based on things I have tweeted and have written in the past, why some people don't believe me. I've not been exempt from being dumb or cruel or hurtful to the very people I want to advocate for. I own that. I get it. And for that, I am truly, truly sorry. I had a conversation the other day with a friend who's also an advocate in the LGBTQ community in Florida, who rightly took me to task for my tweets mocking Ann Coulter using transgender stereotypes. I apologized to my friend, and I want to apologize to the trans community and to Ann. Those tweets were wrong and horrible. I look back today at some of the ways I've talked casually about people and gender identity and sexual orientation, and I wonder who that even was. But the reality is that, like a lot of people in this country, that person was me. I grew up in a household that, like many in America, had conservative views on LGBTQ issues. I had friends, some of my closest friends, in fact, growing up, who I later learned were gay and who had kept it secret from me and from everyone else we were close to, because they didn't know what we would say, or if we would still be friends, or whether we would look at them differently. I can remember a friend of mine, my freshman year in college, telling me he was gay, and my knee-jerk reaction being that it was so disappointing to the women he could have married. He was so hurt, he didn't speak to me for months.
Yeah, so I want you guys to understand the mental gymnastics going on here from Joy Reid. She did not apologize for her blog post. She says, I genuinely believe I did not write the things that I wrote on the blog, right? She said she didn't write the things that she clearly wrote, okay? She couldn't prove that it was hacked. She was like, hey, look, it's there. I apologize for being there, but I don't believe I wrote that. But she admitted that she wrote the tweets. The tweets, which signals that she definitely has or had homophobic / transphobic, I don't know, views, right? By her own definition, okay? Because I'm not going to say that's my definition. By her own definition, those are the views that she had. The point is this. Joy Reid is ungrateful. And she really should think about how she got her ass saved by a conservative white man, a.k.a. Sean Hannity, when she was about to lose her job over these alleged homophobic / transphobic blog posts. Back in 2018, MSNBC was about to fire her over these blog posts, and Sean Hannity actually made public comments defending her, and apparently this played a big role in her keeping her job. So much so that she wrote Sean Hannity a thank you note. So you have a conservative white man who all Joy Reid does is smear as racist, homophobic, sexist bigots. Okay, a conservative like Sean Hannity save her job, and again, only thing she can do in return is basically call for every conservative white man on the planet to be canceled. That's what she does, right? All she does is call them racist, sexist, homophobic bigots. But again, a conservative white man saved you when you almost lost your job over your bigotry, It's amazing how this works. Without Sean Hannity, Joy Reid wouldn't have a job. Without a conservative white man, Joy Reid would not have a job. And I'm not going to sit here and say I believe her views changed because I don't know. She didn't really apologize for her blog post. She just apologized for what she couldn't explain away. That's all she did. But regardless, my point is this. If we're going by her standard in regards to people being banned from the internet because of hate speech, she should be banned. She shouldn't have a show. She should be fired, and she shouldn't be allowed on the internet. And it's not just for the things she said back then. It's for the things she says now. She spews nothing but hatred on a nightly basis on her platform, yet she's boohoo whining and crying about hate speech when, again, she's putting out there on the MSNBC airways, particularly hatred towards conservatives and white folks. It's very interesting how that works. I think that Joy Reid's day, right, is coming pretty soon enough. At some point, MSNBC is going to get fed up with the low ratings, the failing ratings of Joy Reid and her hateful rhetoric that really is not doing good for their brand. So let me know what you guys think. Make sure you like, comment, and subscribe. Most importantly, share a Black conservative perspective. Peace.